Hello, dear polymer clay enthusiast. Do you like metallic clays? If you do, I think you're gonna like this tutorial. Hello, I'm Michaela from Learn Polymer Clay and I have prepared a new project for you. I'm working with Cernit blue metallic clay again, and here's the link to my previous project using Cernit blue metallic clay. And in fact, I'm using the scrap clay from that project to make this Art Deco inspired pair of earrings. I am going to marble some, as I said, Cernit blue metallic clay mixed with navy blue polymer clay. Of course, you'll have to properly condition the polymer clay, the two colors, and then you'll just have to marble the clay. And this is a great idea to use up your scrap clay, especially your metallic scrap clay. So I marbled the clay and then I passed the clay through the pasta machine using the setting number 2. A medium or a lower medium setting would work fine for this project. And I'm also using a CreateAlong deco art stamp that I particularly like. So I am going to use this deco art stamp to impress a pattern onto the clay. And you'll have to use your roller or an acrylic block to press the stamp into the clay. And in fact, I'm texturing this sheet of polymer clay, and I intend to use this textured clay that I colored with gold metallic wax, and I intend to use this for the back of the earrings. And then I considered that I wasn't happy with the definition of the impressed texture, and I've used the same deco art stamp again, and this time I had a better definition, so I pressed better. You can use baby wipes and remove some of the metallic wax if you think you've added too much, and of course you can use a thin paintbrush and add more wax in some areas for metallic accents. And then you'll have to allow the wax to dry. And here's the look of the piece. And once the metallic wax is dry, you can cut the piece in half. And I'll put this to the side for the moment, but I'm going to use these pieces to make the back of the rings. Next, I'm working with a second sheet of polymer clay passed through the second or even lower setting of the pasta machine. I decorated this sheet of polymer clay with gold silver leaf, and I'm going to use the same square deco art stamp and an acrylic block to make sure that I press it very well into the clay. So it is very important to press the stamp very, very well into the clay and to have an embossed pattern. And then you just have to use your rigid blade and gently remove the clay in the raised areas. I'm doing this slowly because I don't want to go too deep into the clay, and I surely want to have some gold decorated areas to have a beautiful pattern. And you can remove more or less of the metal leaf. And this idea works very well, as you can see, with marble clay, because you have an interesting marble design. I like marble clay very much, so it was a very good opportunity to use marble clay and make a beautiful design. And then you just have to pair the front, which is decorated with gold metal leaf, with the back that is colored with gold metal wax, and put them together, align them very well, press them into each other. You can use parchment paper to press them well to press the front layer into the base. And then I'm going to use 10-gram stencil to cut out a triangle shape. And I'm using the craft knife and the stencil to cut out the shape for the earrings. You could use all kind of cutters, or you could use the blade and cut out a freehand design. I'm going to use the rigid blade and trim off the margins. And of course you have to smooth off the edges and make sure that your pieces look nice. I'm trying to smooth off the edges and do a good job when the clay is raw, so I don't have to sand my pieces after baking. If necessary I would, but I will try to smooth the pieces very well before baking the clay. So you'll have to trim off the excess clay and make sure that you like the shape of the rings. They are slightly mismatched. And then I decided to add more interest to these earrings and earring components, and I've used a CreateAlong border cutter, scallop border cutter. And this is a cutter that I'm using very much in my designs, and I like it very, very much. Then you'll have to bake your pieces for 45 minutes at the temperature recommended by the polymer clay manufacturer. I bake my pieces on parchment paper because I've made the back and the front in one go. And then I decided to protect the leaf that I applied on top of the pieces by applying glossy varnish, a generous amount of glossy varnish. You could finish your pieces by using resin, it's up to you. So here are the finished earrings, and I hope that you like them and you like this idea, and that you are inspired to create more using polymer clay. Press the like button if you like the tutorial. Subscribe to my channel for more inspiration for work with polymer clay. Thank you.